Hello, Carine here, aka the Brooklyn Gardener. Welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be doing our June garden walk, and if I say so myself, the garden is maturing and I am really enjoying it. So this is my fourth year gardening, and the garden has transformed and changed so much in the past 4 years. And one thing that I'm enjoying is the color palette. I definitely have, favorite colors, and it's very relaxing here. And I absolutely am loving how this garden is transforming. So we do not have any new additions, but things are definitely blooming, waking up, and just filling in real beautiful. So, without further chit chat, let's go ahead and start our June garden tour. So, we're going to start here in the what I prefer to call the perennial border. This border is like completely, well, almost completely bare during the winter time. And I just absolutely love seeing it come to life every spring and summer and fall. So the hydrangeas, these are the second year that these hydrangeas are here. The big leaf hydrangeas. These are from proven winners. Let's Dance Ariba. I absolutely love them. I got them last year from, I believe, Home Depot. And they were in a struggle box, struggle box last year. And they are doing magnificent. I couldn't be more happier. And I love the purplish blooms. This one, not so much as purple, but I love the purple blooms, and it's just so beautiful. The white petunias, also from Proven Winners, are doing exactly what I wanted them to do. They filled up the front edge of this border so nicely. It kind of is now spilling into the walkway, and that's exactly what I wanted to do. I just wanted to spill to the end. I am going to give it a little trim, like towards the back end, because I think it's looking a little mangy, but I absolutely love what it's doing. I I think towards the end of the last garden tour, I cut down the catmint, and they are beginning to flush out. I didn't cut them down all the way. I cut them down to about a third of their size, and they're flushing back, and I love that. Alliums are getting ready to bloom. My coneflowers are in full bloom. I actually thinned them out. Last year, I noticed that I had a bit of powdery mildew, and it looks like, a little bit wants to form. And what I did last year was thin it out so that it can get more air circulation. So I got ahead of it this year, and I love it. When it was like too full, I didn't really care for that look. So I'm loving how it's here. It's beautiful. You have the butterfly bush in the back, and you see like the color palette is echoing the color palettes of these two hydrangeas. Not so much that one, but more these two, and I love it. I hope like the color. These hydrangeas are pH dependent, right? And so if it's more, correct me if I'm wrong, if it's more acidic, they are more pink, and if there's more alkaline, they're more purplish. So judging by this, I'm thinking, there's a mixture of pH in my garden bed, or it just may be that some of the soil from last year from its original container is still there. But I love this purplish pinkish blooms, and I hope that's how they present. My phlox, again in that same purplish pink tone. I didn't plan this. I really didn't plan this. And this is why, like, you know, my eyes gravitate towards certain colors, and I definitely see I have favorites down to even the penstemon. All right, has that purplish, hue to it, and yeah, I love it. It makes me feel so, relaxed. I love this color. This is my color. This is my tone. The hydrangeas in the back here are doing so wonderful. They're flowerful from first edition, and they filled out so lovely. I've already cut some stems for a vase, and I am gonna cut some more on this to make it match the little one on the corner. So all of those are going to be slowly coming in for flower arrangements, and I love it. I love taking blooms from the garden and making arrangements of it. I absolutely love that. Over here, we have Argara, not in its full glory just yet. I did thin them out, similar to the coneflower. It was getting a little congested for my taste, and I love how they're coming through. Over here, we have just the foliage from our peony. This is how it's going to stay for the rest of the season. Not much action, but I do love the foliage and what it lends there, especially in the birdcage trellis. I got this from Gardener's Supply, I believe like 2 years ago when I did plant the peony, and I love what it gives to this area. It's a lot of territory for like no blooms, but I think from the hydrangeas in the back and the roses in the back, it kind of balances things out. So I love it. This is one of my stars back here, the salvia. I love this. This is actually its second flush. The first flush in spring was so beautiful. It was like it was humongous. I loved it. I love looking out here and seeing the salvia. And as you can see, it is the bees are definitely loving it too. Back here we have um, my beautiful rose. Again, I didn't plant this rose, but I do believe that it is one of the knockout rose. It smells so beautiful. It smells like lemons. Um, and over here, I guess this is our one of the newer additions. I don't remember if I had it for the May Garden tour, but this is a David Austin rose, the Ancient Mariner. I don't think I'm going to get any blooms from it this season, perhaps. It's just kind of establishing its roots, and I'm okay with it. I can't wait for like next year when it fills out this area. And you can see some of my weeds back there. I try to stay on top of the weeds. In the morning, I come out with a cup of coffee and I pluck out some of the weeds. It is a ongoing I wouldn't say battle, but an ongoing chore. Here we have white salvia over here. This is also its second flush. Here, this particular white salvia loves to reseed itself. I see little, um, little buds to the side from it too, but I'm okay with that. Under here, I think like during the last garden tour, I had mentioned that I was going to plant some more interests underneath this waterfall maple, and I did. I placed some heuchera, some dwarf um, some dwarf hostas, and I love looking down here. I love it. There's actually a view from the back of the garden that you can see from like see down here, and it is so cute. And look, I'm getting a bloom. I love it. The green, I believe, is called what is it? Mouse ears, and the variegated one is called Mighty Mouse. So I love back here, and I think this is like some chocolate pudding for the heuchera, but it's beautiful. This pot is underwhelming for me. This is a what do you call it? Is a dahlia. I really do like the color of this dahlia, but For the most part, it's green. And I know like the dahlia blooms, they are more standout during mid to late summer going into the fall. So it's just looking like this. I've had to restrain myself not to pull it out and then plant petunias in there or plant something else that would give me more blooms. But I do love like the cascading action from the creeping Jenny and the sweet alyssum. So I'll just keep it. My girls are waking up and they are blooming. These are my pinnacle hydrangeas. This is the quick fire, little quick fire. I had hoped that they would actually get a little taller this year, but I guess I cut them down a little bit too much. But this is my favorite pinnacle hydrangea, the quick fire. I love this. Um, Back here, I didn't plant it, but I have one, two, three, four different types of hydrangeas, but this is my favorite pinnacle hydrangea, and this is my only pinnacle hydrangeas back here. Over here, we have our containers that I love it. Last year, I tried to do this combination with a different, this is also the same petunia that is in the perennial border, and this is two petunias, two winter petunias, and this is one of my favorite containers. This is one of my favorite containers. This is a little bit more full, but this is one of my favorite petunias. I love it. Yes, I do have to come out and spray BT. I spray it about twice a week to keep the budworms from eating all my blooms, but it is so worth it. So worth it. Over here, this border is more of foliage interest. Now, don't get me wrong, they do have their blooms, but I love how this area is coming together. Over here, we have my dark horse white Gila. In the spring, it is a showstopper, and for the rest of the season, it gives this beautiful foliage. Um, the icy blue here, I absolutely love it. The lavender I already had cut down, and I'm hoping that I get another flush. I will get another flush. Everything, like I read it on online, if you cut them down, you get a second flush. So I'm anticipating getting a second flush. My gardenia, my gardenia gave me a bloom. This gardenia is gonna just stay here. Like at the beginning of the season, it was such a struggle box. It had so much burn, dieback from this harsh winter, but it's coming back. And I think I saw another bud. No, it's not a bud. It's actually a leaf, but I love it. It's an evergreen. It'll just stay here and live its life for as long as it wants to. I love it. To have a mature gardenia back here, it's a dwarf type, so it's only supposed to get like 2 by 2, but it can live here. It will live here. Over here we have another David Austin rose. This is Windermere. I did enjoy two blooms, three actually, blooms, and they were so beautiful. I don't expect much action here. I mean, I just planted it, but we'll see. I expect that it will be focusing more on root production this season, and I will enjoy it the seasons to come, and I'm okay with that. Now, I did a thing. This is Munchkin hydrangea, Munchkin oak leaf hydrangea. If you remember, or if you have watched my previous video, I had a different type of oak leaf hydrangea back here, and I had seen Munchkin over at my local Foster Garden Market, and I was like, I love this bloom better than the other one. And so I was like, okay, I could have both. And where I had Munchkin was not an ideal place. It was actually in my like what I call my little woodland area. And I was like, no, we have to give it a place of prominence. I took out the other oak leaf hydrangea that was there, and I placed Munchkin. So I only have one oak leaf hydrangea. I tossed out the other one because I really didn't like the blooms. The other oak leaf hydrangea was I think it was Gatsby Moon. I didn't like it. It's you have to do what's for you. And I actually love the oak leaf variety because of how their blooms look. And and I think it favors, it kind of looks like my little quick fire. Maybe that's why I love it so much. I love how the leaves turn like a bright red. Um, the oak leaf hydrangea leaves turns like a bright red in the fall, and I really want that. But I think I gravitate towards this because it reminds me of the quick fire, to be honest with you. So that will have a permanent residence in my garden for as long as it wants. Here we have my blood good Japanese maple. I'm so proud of this little maple. It is, when I first got it, it was like, I think like up to here, maybe about 2 feet tall. And yeah, it's growing up. It's growing up. Here we have my viburnum. This is snowball viburnum. It didn't give me any blooms this spring. I'm a little salty, but it definitely has a presence here. I love the leaves. I love the habit. I did kind of thin out the bottom so that, I can underplant. We have some sea thrifts back there. I have one bloom from the thrift over here, and I absolutely love what the thrift adds to here. I love it. So we have our juga, we have this thrift, we have a sedum in the back that has apparently loves its life because it has triple in size since I planted it last month. I love it. Yes, I really enjoy this little area. I really enjoy this little area. I cut down the Jacob's ladder. Um, you have three, one, two, three, and expecting it to flush out. I really love the habit of their leaves. It looks like a fern. I have fern here, and if you see, like, this is Jacob's ladder, that's a fern, and they look similar. So I love that echo. Yeah, I love it. And I love their blooms too. So I cut them down, hopefully they give me, more flush throughout the season, but I just love their habit right there. So that is Jacob's ladder, heavenly habit. In front of it, we have like two dwarf mugo pine and forgot the name of this one. Oh, Deutzia. Yeah, it's a white Deutzia. It's look a little strugglish, but I know it's fine. I had planted it this spring, so it's just establishing itself. And now, as you become like more seasoned, in gardening, you know that plants just take time. Gardening definitely teaches you patience. This is my little woodland area with my hostas and my hellebores. I love looking down here. I love looking down here. This is one of my favorite places to pass. I love this. I love this. So we have heuchera, we have the hellebores, we have the hostas and ferns, and we have I forgot this. What is this called again? I forgot, but right here. Yeah, I know what this is. I love back here. I love back here, and you can't really see it because the hydrangeas are in full bloom. But like when the hydrangeas are not in bloom, you can see under the Japanese maple, the waterfall, and with the hostas and the heuchera that I just added, it looks so pretty. This is my area, my, I guess what you would call like utility area. Um, every morning when I come and I weed, it's good to have something here. I just drop it in. Once it gets like really full, then I bring it to my compost bin. I live in New York City, Zone 7B, and New York has composting, which has really been a great thing. So I don't have to, oh, look, guys, I got mushrooms. Now, these mushrooms, I don't mind them. Like once the heat comes, they're going to go down. So I'm not going to pluck them out. I think mushrooms are a healthy sign of, or a sign of a healthy garden. So you guys are cool with me. there's a different type of fungi that it looks like puke. It looks like puke, and like that, I don't. I take it out. I take it out. We have the cypress over here. I love them. Yep, they have a little bit burn because I cut them back during the winter, but they are doing wonderful. These are my gold mop cypress underneath here. Let's go upstairs to the balcony for my container area. Oh, look, guys, got a big old bee. For my geranium again in that almost same color. This is more salmony, but it gives an echo towards the hydrangeas. I love it. I love it. Mm. Little pots here, little trio. Mom, that mom, dad, and baby trio. I love it. And then over here, I cut down the lavender, hopefully again to get a second flush. I do see that it has a lot of new growth since I've cut it down, so I am anticipating a second flush, you know, hopefully by next month. This is another David Austin rose. This is Olivia Rose Austin. She is full of blooms and I love her. She is like always blooming, always blooming. Um, and yeah, always blooming. Yeah. So the garden is definitely maturing and I absolutely love it. Morning. It's my neighbor. Yes, yes. You can see. I love my neighbors. Is there? Okay. So let's kind of get a hand view of the garden. Hopefully, I'm not moving too quickly. Ah, yeah, so that is what the June garden is looking like. I absolutely love it. And just watching the bees and the butterflies and, the moths, all the little garden critters, even the squirrels. Even the squirrels doing their thing makes me happy. I definitely love the color palette. I love the peacefulness back here. And yeah, so thank you for joining me for the June garden tour. And thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you for everyone's very kind comments. And I really do appreciate it. I enjoy sharing my garden, I enjoy gardening. This is more of like a passion project. And yeah, so I love sharing it. And so again, thank you for your lovely comments and welcome to the new subscribers. I have a small garden in the back, but it is definitely my little oasis in a busy city. All right, so see you for our next garden tour. That'll be in July, and we'll see how the garden continues to transform. Bye.